are you also running a real estate agency? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Chatflow, and in this video we are going to understand how to qualify and nurture leads with a WhatsApp chatbot in your real estate business. So like you, I'm also running a real estate business and we regularly receive leads through WhatsApp. But this is such a time consuming and a tedious task to reply to those same messages over and over again asked by my leads. So to solve this problem, I've simply created a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. And now what is going to happen is that whenever my user is going to send me a message, an automatic reply would be sent towards them with the help of the WhatsApp chatbot. So if you also want to create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for your own real estate agency, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to set up a WhatsApp chatbot to qualify and nurture leads. This chatbot is perfect for your real estate business because it answers all the common user questions. With the help of this WhatsApp chatbot, you are never going to miss a lead and you can engage all your leads 24/7 even while you are sleeping. Such a useful feature for your real estate business, right? So as you can see that I have already created a WhatsApp chatbot for my real estate business, and now I'm just going to show you the proper working of this WhatsApp chatbot. And to show you the proper working of this WhatsApp chatbot, I'm just going to open my WhatsApp and I'm just going to send them a message. Let's say this: I want to buy a property. So I'm just going to send them this message right over here, and as you can see that I've simply typed the message and I'm just going to send them this message. And once I'm just going to send them this message, it is saying, hi there, welcome to Lakeview Residence, your trusted partner in buying, renting or exploring properties. So over here, if I want to buy a property, I'm simply going to go towards this buy property option and it is going to give me the message for the same. And over here, it is asking me to select the budget. So let's say I'm just going to select my budget right over here. And once I'm just going to select my budget, it is asking me for my preferred location. So let's say I'm just going to share them my preferred location, which is Bhopal right over here. And once I'm just going to share my preferred location, it is asking me to schedule a visit or contact the sales team. So if I want to schedule the visit, I can go towards this schedule visit button and it is going to respond me accordingly. And if I want to contact the sales team, I can go towards this contact sales and it is going to give me the number of the sales team with the help of which I can contact them. Okay, and if I want to rent a property, I can go towards this rent property button and it is going to respond me accordingly. So yes, you can see that this is the powerful chatbot which we're going to create in today's video, which is going to reply to all my lead queries within seconds. And this chatbot can help me convert my leads into paying clients. So yes, this is the powerful chatbot which you're going to create in this video. And if you also want to create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for your own business, then for that you have to watch this tutorial till the end. So to do this, I'm simply going to open a new tab and I'm just going to open the landing page of Pabbly Chatflow simply by searching pabbly.com/chatflow in my browser. And now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Chatflow, and over here we're going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I am an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And once we're going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we're going to use Pabbly Chatflow because I want to automate WhatsApp conversations effortlessly. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Chatflow account. And once we're going to click on this access now, it is opening the dashboard of my Pabbly Chatflow account. And over here, to start by creating a WhatsApp chatbot, we first have to add a WhatsApp number inside our Pabbly Chatflow account. And in order to add a WhatsApp number, we simply have to go towards this add WhatsApp number button, and over here we have to select a method with the help of which I want to add a WhatsApp number. So a video tutorial for both of these methods have been attached in the description box below. You can check it out. Alright, I have already added my WhatsApp number right over here. So we are directly going to go and create a WhatsApp chatbot for a real estate agency. So to create a WhatsApp chatbot, I'm just going to go towards this left side of the bar towards this flow section. And over here you can see all the features of Pabbly Chatflow on this left side of the bar. So if you want to know about any of this feature in detail, a dedicated video towards each of this feature has been attached in the description box below. You can check it out. Today this video is only going to focus on creating a WhatsApp chatbot. So for that, we are directly going to go to towards this flow section of our Pabbly Chatflow account. And after coming over here towards this flows section, you can see the total flows, active flows and the inactive flows right over here. You can manage the flows from this section. And now if you want to create a flow, you definitely have to go towards this blue button which says add flow right over here. And now with this, we have successfully created a new flow. And now first we're going to name this flow. So I'm just going to go towards this edit flow name and name my flow as this WhatsApp chatbot for real estate business. And now we're going to move on further. Now to start this flow, we have three options. Either we can start this flow with the help of keywords, regex, or choose a template. So if you want to start this flow with the help of a template, you can go towards this choose template button. You first have to create a template and then you can choose a template right from here. And once the template would be approved and choose, then what is going to happen is that whenever your user is going to reply to that template, automatically the flow is going to get started. The second option which we have over here is regex. So regex are regular expressions which help your WhatsApp chatbot understand what a user is trying to say by matching specific keywords in their messages. And the third which we have over here is keywords. So over here, if you want to start this flow with the help of keywords, you can simply go towards this enter keywords and you have to enter your keywords. And how are you going to enter these keywords? For that, you simply have to type the keywords and then press enter to enter the keywords. It is a really important step to type the keyword and then press enter. Otherwise, the keyword will not be added. Today, I'm just going to start this flow with the help of regex. So I'm just going to enter the regex pattern right over here. And as you can see that I've simply entered the regex pattern right over here. So you must be wondering, what is this regex? So this is a regex pattern which is going to help my flow get triggered whenever my user is going to message me anything. Be it a long message, be it a short message, be it a single line, or be it a single word. Whenever my user is going to message me anything, the flow is going to get started because I have used this regex right over here. You can also use this regex for your own flow. Now we're going to move on further. Over here, I'm simply going to switch on this toggle button. So over here, it is not mandatory to switch on this toggle button. I have switched it on because it is a case sensitive regex. Now we're going to move on further. Now what I want is that whenever my user is going to message me anything, I first want to send them a message something like this. So to send them a message something like this, I'm simply going to drag and drop the connection and select the content type as text plus button. And now I'm just going to enter the message I want to send them. This is the message which I want to send. But in this message, you can also see that over here I have bold some text which is from here there to exploring properties. So how are we going to bold this text? So to bold this text, I'm just going to open my flow, and over here we have to start with adding a star in the starting of this message and the end of this message. So the text which I want to bold, I have to add a star in the starting of that text and in the end of that text. So as you can see that I've simply added these two stars with the help of which I have successfully bolded my text. And now we're going to move on further. Now what I want is not only this message, I'm just going to give them three options too by sending these three buttons. So what we're going to do is one by one, I'm just going to set up these three buttons. For that, I'm just going to open my flow, and over here I'm just going to add button and enter the text in this button which is buy property. And the next one is to rent a property. So I'm just going to add a button and enter rent property right over here. And the third one is to schedule a visit. So I'm simply going to add a button and enter the message which is schedule visit right over here. And as you can see that I've successfully entered these three buttons right over here. And now one by one, I'm just going to set up message for all of these three buttons. So to set up message for them, I'm just going to simply drag and drop the connection, select the content type as text plus button. And now I'm just going to set up the message for buy property. So for buy property, I'm just going to set up a message like this. So I'm simply going to enter this message right over here. And after setting up this message, I'm just going to add three buttons in this message too, right over here, which is the budget range. So one by one, I'm just going to set a message for all of these three buttons. So I'm just going to add button and I'm just going to enter the text in this button. The first one is under 100k. Then we're going to move on further. I'm just going to set up second button, which is this. So one by one, I'm just going to add text for all of these three buttons. So as you can see that I've successfully added text in all of these three buttons. Now we're going to move on further. And first we're going to set up the message for rent property, and then we're going to set up the message for this budget range. First, I'm just going to set up the message for rent property. So I'm simply going to drag and drop the connection, select the content type as text plus button. And now for rent property, I'm just going going to set up a message like this. So I'm simply going to enter the message right over here. Once again, in this rent property, I'm just going to add 3 buttons, which is the budget range. So one by one, I'm just going to add the text in these buttons too. Alright, so you can see that I've successfully added these 3 buttons. Now we're going to move on further and set up the message for schedule visit. I'm simply going to drag and drop the connection, select the content type as text plus button, and now I'm just going to enter the message for schedule visit, which is this. So I'm simply going to enter this message right over here. And in this schedule visit message too, I'm just going to add a button of this contact sales. Alright, so I'm just going to add the message for the same right over here. So I'm just going to open my flow, add a button, and enter the button text, which is contact sales. And now we are going to move on further. One by one, we are going to set up the message for all of these buttons which we have added. So once I've asked them for the budget range, what I want is I'm just going to send them a message something like this to ask them for their preferred location. So to send them a message something like this, I'm just going to go towards this actions and simply drag and drop this ask question. And now I'm just going to connect it with this budget range. And now I'm just going to enter the message to ask the question. So I'm simply going to enter the message something like this, which is going to ask them for their preferred location. So I'm just going to enter my message right over here, and after entering this message, we're going to move on further. Now I'm just going to select the contact custom field right over here, which is preferred location. But before selecting this contact custom field, I'll just let you know that to select a contact custom field, you first have to create one. And how are you going to create a contact custom field? For that, you have to go towards the left side of the bar towards the settings, and then from here you have to go towards this contact custom fields to create your own. I've already created multiple, so I'm simply going to select one from this only, which is preferred location. And after selecting this contact custom field, we're going to move on further. If you want to know about this contact custom field in detail, we have attached a video dedicated towards this in the description box below. You can check it out. And now it's asking me for the format of the reply, so I'm simply going to select the format of the reply as text right over here. And now it's asking me for the number of attempts, so I'm just going to keep the number of attempts as 1. If you wish, you can definitely increase the number of attempts. And now it's asking me for the validation message. So over here, I'm not going to enter any validation message. If you wish, you can definitely enter a validation message right over here. So you must be wondering, what is this validation message? So over here, let's say you have selected the format of the reply as text, but let's say your user got confused and they have replied the preferred location in some number format or in some another format. Then what is going to happen is a validation message would be sent towards them that please reply in text format, or this is an error, so the chatbot will not move on further. Alright, so you're going to give them second attempt with a validation message to reply in text format. Alright, so if you enter this validation message, you have to increase the number of attempts too. I'm just going to keep it as 1 only, and we're going to move on further. Over here, what I'm just going to do is not only for this button, but I'm just going to set up the message for all of these buttons which has budget range, because what I want is that once my user shares their budget range, I want to ask them preferred location. Alright, so I'm just going to connect this same message with all of these buttons which has budget range. So I'm simply going to connect it like this right over here. So you can also set up a single message for multiple buttons. You don't have to do it again and again for multiple buttons. Now once my users shared their preferred location, what I want is that I'm just going to send them a message something like this. So to send them a message something like this, I'm simply going to drag and drop the connection right over here and select the content type as text plus button, and I'm just going to enter that message right over here. And with this message, I'm just going to send them 2 buttons, which is schedule a visit and contact sales. So once again, I'm just going to add a button and enter the button text, which is schedule visit, and the another one will be contact sales. So I'm just going to enter the text in the second button too right over here. And now I've already set it up the message for schedule visit, so I'm simply going to connect this schedule visit button with this schedule visit message. So I'm simply going to connect it like this. Now we're going to move on further and set up the message for contact sales. So I'm simply going to drag and drop the connection, select the content type as text plus button, and now I'm just going to enter a message for contact sales, which is something like this. So I'm simply going to enter the message right over here, and now I'm just going to connect this message with all the buttons with set contact sales. And with this, we have successfully completed this WhatsApp chatbot. And now whenever my user is going to message me anything, they are going to get the options, and further they are going to get the reply according to the options they select. So yes, with this, we have successfully completed this WhatsApp chatbot, and now I'm just going to test this. And in order to test this, we first have to save this WhatsApp chatbot. For that, we simply have to click on this blue button which says save. And with this, you can see that I've successfully saved my flow. Now I'm just going to test this in real time. And in order to test this, you first have to keep in mind that this flow should always be active to run in real time. And now I'm just going to open my WhatsApp web. First, we're going to clear the previous conversation to start fresh. Let's say this time I'm just going to message them, I want to rent right over here. Alright, so I'm just going to send them this message right over here. And once I'm just going to send them this message, yes, you can see the flow got triggered and now it is giving me the options. So let's say if I select the rent property option right over here, I'm just going to get a reply. And if I select my budget range, once again it is asking me to enter the preferred location. So let's say I'm just going to enter my preferred location right over here and I'm just going to get the reply accordingly. So as you can see that this flow is running in real time, and like I showed you in the starting of this video, this flow is going to solve all my lead queries. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this WhatsApp chatbot. But not only sending and receiving of this message, but also this chatbot offers many more useful features. And to show you those features, I'm just going to open the inbox of this Pabbly chat flow in a new tab. And over here in the inbox section, you can see the proper conversation which happened between the chatbot and the user. Not only this, you can also check the status of the message, when the message was sent, when the message was delivered, and when the message was read. Also, there's one more useful feature that my leads share their preferred location, which is Bhopal, right? So this Bhopal has been added in this contact custom fields under the preferred location. So not only sending and receiving of WhatsApp messages, but this chatbot helps you to collect the lead and the user information too. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this WhatsApp chatbot, and now go try this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for your own real estate business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Chatflow. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching.
So not only this, but with the help of the same logic, you can create multiple WhatsApp chatbots tailored to your business needs. And now if you have any questions, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. So now go try this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for your own business, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Chatflow.